Yine başladık. Bu da diğer bölüm.
Just like the other one.
Lan
Revelio.
bir yerden anahtar uçtu. Aha anahtar.
Does Professor Black have children of his own?
Bakalım nereye gidecek.
Do you find yourself
Yanlış vurdu. Şimdi görevimize gidebiliriz.
It's time to trade in my own. Revelio. Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany.
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Güzel uyarı.
Hello.
Evet, merhaba.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
Çıkalım dostum.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Ne diyor? Tava bastı ya. Sonra abi. Patlama atıyoruz.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Okay. İşe yarayabilir.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Gelelim hocam.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Şunları da bir toplayalım da. Lazım olur.
Revelio.
Başka bir şey yok. Çıkalım. Bunu toplayalım.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves,
6 dakikası.
I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clark.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Ben de öyleyim. Bitkiler çok şey sunan.
Magical plants have so
Biraz
much
yavşak.
to offer.
Hoca genç gibi.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend
Olsa
to your
olsa yeni
garden,
mezun olmuş.
and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Yeme.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Sonra buraya 5
Only
dakika
cost me my
saldırmışız.
damned hearing.
Şimdi... yanlış tarafa girdim. Bu neymiş? İksir sınıfına geç. Geçelim. Hatta şundan oldu. Burada zaten bir şey yok. Geldiğimiz yola temizledik zaten. Çok güzel yapmışız.
be Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Revelio!
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Böyle bir anahtarımız daha var. Nereye gidelim? Cam vur.
Revelio!
Önce oradaki bir sayfalar toplayalım. Buralar. Şeyin söylüyorsun. Bravo film.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Biz hazırladık.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Öyle diyorsun ya.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Alalım.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion could not...
Benimki ben bunu
Which
ona
wizard always has a few potions on hand.
vereceğiz.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Juris potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the diddly or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Şey,
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Sorry, Professor.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
eyvallah. Sağ olasın Professor.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return. Speaking of stars, we'll be in...
Hadi hocaya gidelim.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Onun için ne demek isteriz anlamadım.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
O da bitti.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek.
Tesisata bakalım. Bir eldiven geldi o zaman. %1 düşürüyor. Gerek yok o zaman. Başka bir şey var. Bunu takalım. Bunu çıkaralım. Biraz başlıksız gezelim.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Hogwarts'ın dışına koşacağız. Hadi bakalım.
Professor Weasley.
Biraz agresif, biraz agresif. Sanki. Huzuru yokken de huzur.
I don't find potions bearable at all.
Revelio.
O neymiş?
Revelio.
Çıkıyor o zaman.
Revelio. Revelio.
Gelmedi herhalde. Şu an sayfamız var ama alırsın.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Buraya gel. Gelsene buraya oğlum.
Revelio. Levioso.
Nereye gidiyoruz? Süpürge müpürge olsa uçak. Madem burası açıkta biz buraya niye ışınlanmadık?
Revelio.
İçeride. Biraz
This
aşağıdan
looks intriguing.
sülük toplayın.
Revelio.
Neyse.
Beseech you for some assistance.
Neredeyiz?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wish. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you...
Diving into the lake.
Splendid!
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, they never...
I'm so sorry.
We can't be sure. Father was a treasured... I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Evet. Ne güzel oldu. Çıkmam yani.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Satmam lazım.
You didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Al bakalım Johnny. Ne yaptın işte bana.
I did.
Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hayır. Gelirim ben sana. Uğraştırma beni kendine.
Revelio.
Nereden aldın? Zaten olur, hiçbir şey yapamıyorum. Ben şuraya açayım.
It is good to see you.
Geleceğim. Ne olarak geçiyor? Neyse olur. Ve Hogsmeade'e gidelim 2 dakika. Bir satış yapalım. Tamam. Şunu işaretle, şuraya şunu. Satış yapmamız lazım.
Come on in. Healing potions are a special. Here, should you need it. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
Çıkalım.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Hemen gidelim. Görevimize. Dünya.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Ne?
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Eyvallah.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Önce o yan görevi mi yapsak? Ya sorular güzel. Hadi deneyelim.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arnold.
Levioso! Accio!
Bu neymiş?
Revelio!
Yok. Ne oluyor lan? Eyvallah. Buna takalım. Bunlar hep ekstra koruma. Görünüş değiştirilebilir. Böyle sade bir şey. Hatta şunda. Güzel bir şeyimiz var mı? Ne olabilir? Biraz da böyle takılalım. İçimizde neler var? Bunun içine ne gider? Bak bu bir gitti ama. Güzel gitti. Biraz böyle takılalım. Ne tavuk? Ölme.
Protego! Levioso!
Gel lan buraya.
Accio! Incendio! Lumos! Protego! Accio! Incendio!
Revelio. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Accio. Incendio. An encampment. This must be it. Accio. Incendio. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. Lumos. Accio.
Come on there. I was right not to be worried about you.
Accio. Levioso.
I will make
How many of you are there? Levioso.
that was a grave mistake.
Incendio.
If only Ranrock were here.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos.
That's embarrassing, isn't it? That was unexpected.
Incendio.
I won't rest.
Potato.
Oh, look at you. Well done.
Incendio.
I will make you pay.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Revelio. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Ne yapacağım çekelim yani.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio.
Burayı temizledik. Hazır gelmişken üstten de örümcek öldüre gidelim. Oradaki meydan okumayı da yaparız.
Lumos. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Evet. Direkt şeyler topluyorum.
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Cursed fiends. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Başka bir şey yok.
Hello, sir. What do you have for sale?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Tamam, konuşacağım. Hallettik onları. Sorun
I
değil.
managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Bu adam. Alt level aldım. Dalgın itireyi giyebiliyorum artık. Evet.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Leviosa, Concentratis.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Aynen aynen. Neler yapıyor işte.
Stop right there! It's tight, we can rip him up!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off of my desk!
Incendiary.
Release me!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb, Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking,
The mallow sweet.
Konuştun ablacığım.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel my guess.
Okay. Anladım.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Merlin'i de tamamladık. Yani demek oluyor ki oyunu kaydet. Burası bölüm sonu.